Well gone, people.
Come on.
Yes.
We back. Another week, another day with the back pages. I can't lie to you. I'm a bit broken.
No, wait, because before, actually, don't worry.
Are you sure? I would love for you to land.
No, because we're gonna get.
We're gonna get there.
Yeah, we are gonna get there. So it's cool.
I feel I want to set things straight because I want to get a few things off my chest.
Go on.
Okay.
Do your thing, brother.
Now, it's unfortunate that the man, somewhat of a man, that I'm about to speak of, his name is part of my name. If you know me, they know me by Chins, but my actual name is Chinadu. That might kind of throw you off because the man I'm talking about is actually Edu.
Wow.
Now,
Wow. I don't know whether that's genius or reach.
now,
That's mad.
now.
Bro, I was thinking the same
I'm thinking, wait,
I was
who's
thinking,
this
what?
guy talking about?
Even me, I was like,
Yeah,
what?
that's what I do.
I
Now-
rate that still.
My thing is, yeah, and I promise you, for those who's watching, I'm giving this to you for free, okay? I have been screaming for years on end. There is something behind the scenes that we as fans are not allowed to know, and we as football lovers are starting to clock. And unfortunately, but fortunately, there's a great individual who's also in this room that still hasn't got a mic yet, but we will get him a mic one day. He showed me some unfortunate, terrible things, and I can't lie. For the children watching, cover your ears. I wish I watched porn instead of this nonsense. Honest to God. Inshallah, mashallah. I'm so sorry. Okay? But Lord knows, a whole me that had to witness this man's lies.
Porn.
Lies. And let me tell you why the lies are a disgrace. First things first. A big round of applause for the departure of William.
That's crazy, man.
I am not happy that you are left. I'm more like ecstatic.
Wow.
I'm not sad that you're gone. I'm over the moon that you're no longer wearing my badge. And the reason why, on top of my feelings and my words, is this man has the audacity, and this is me speaking on Edu, had the audacity to say, oh, you know, when you have to make the decisions and, the player is easy, uncomfortable, I just have to, help them and leave, Okay, firstly, free Maitland-Niles. Firstly, free Rob Holding. Free every one of these bumbleholes that was meant to be leaving last season, this season, and the season before last season. Because how on earth did you take a man from a rival club for free, but then tell him, hey, my friend, you gonna do business? Okay, 3 years, 200 rakins. Just like that. And then a year later, he's off home. Now, I've heard too many rumors. He came because he's got business over here. He came because there was a project. You see this thing that they keep doing, this Arteta pussyo and this Edu waste man talking about, there's a project, there's a foundation, rah. I beg, show me either or. I need to see your blueprint because I swear the only blueprint you're showing me is the one that I know you listen from Jay-Z.
What's the actual...
You're giving me headache.
Okay, but what's the actual issue with Edu on your
Everything.
Okay.
His existence under the club.
So what are we actually speaking about in
I'm
terms
gonna
of
tell
Edu?
you now.
Oh, okay.
Now, you man, if you ever had a situation where you felt, and I know I can ask you this because you guys are serial winners. If there was someone noticeably in your club and it wasn't really performing to their standards, and I have to say that because there's no excuse in football. If a player is known to be a quality player, do your job, straight up. If they're gonna offer you a certain contract as well because of your qualities, do your job. Now, if you had a player that in their eyes is meant to be such a talented player in XYZ, because we were linked to Coutinho, we were linked to we had Ozil at once upon a time, and he didn't have to leave per se. There was just politicals. Do you feel like we as a club feel like we did the right thing by signing him to let him go? Was it right for us to do that, knowing full well we didn't need to sign him?
Do you know what? For me, it's bad business looking back at it. when he first came, I was feeling, he does have Premier League experience, so he could possibly do something. I mean, he started off, so he got like 3 assists in the first game or whatever. So I was thinking maybe he might do a job. But obviously, the way it panned out, it was bad. And looking back at it now, bad, poor business, trash business. But I don't know, man.
I hear what you're saying, yeah. But was it bad business because of the manager that brought him in, or was it just bad business just in general? Because the way I'm looking at it is, yes, cool. He had a poor season. His first season was very wishy-washy, but he done Arsenal a favour in ripping up that contract.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
He
but
did.
it's the truth though.
He
Because
did.
as a player,
No, he actually did.
as a player,
He actually did.
he could have ate up that 20 million
Yeah,
quick.
yeah, yeah.
You've seen
That's
a
what
lot
I'm
of guys come and
A
do
lot
that
of
at
people
United.
saying that.
So
A lot
I
of people
think,
saying that.
Arsenal fans should count their lucky stars, and to a degree, you know, thank Edu for, not Edu, sorry, Willian, sorry, for, you know, actually saying, you know what, let me just walk away. Let me leave that 20 million for someone that maybe who will benefit more than me, and he's gone back home. He's going to go and chill with his parents.
Come on.
Calm.
I don't
Probably
miss
going to
you.
go and play for his boyhood club. Calm.
Don't
But
miss you.
the only issue is now is that I think what Arsenal fans are crying out for from Arteta and Edu is, what is the plan? What is your plan? And I think that right now there isn't a game plan. And as much as Edu can talk about foundation and stuff like that, just like what my brother Big John said, is that you're giving man a foundation to a very inexperienced manager.
Yeah.
So even
doesn't
him
make
himself
sense.
doesn't know what he wants to do. And like I said, I think two episodes ago, or the first episode that we did, was that we're watching Arteta do trial and error on the most biggest stage. Instead of him to just be like, you know what, let me step down. Let me just go and actually figure out what I need to do as a coach. And I think, obviously, you can't really cut corners. And I feel like that's what he's done. He's cut corners. That's what he's done, basically. He's actually cut corners.
So you're saying you don't feel like, well, it's too early for him to be in the position that
Of
he's
course
in.
it is. Even to a degree, even to a degree as well. But even like someone like Lampard as well, like not even like bringing my own. It's not all about Lampard, but even to a degree, he kind of cut corners. But because of what he did in his first season, I can understand why he thought, you know what, let me just try it. But he cut corners as well, and that's why he's in the position that he's in, because he could have just easily could have chilled
Kept going.
at Derby for maybe 2-3 years, and actually now figure out what you want to do. Because, you know, when you're, especially at Chelsea at the time, when you're getting in like these kind of players that are meant to be wonder kids, and this person's this and that, you're gonna have to show out. Just like what the interviewer said, is that you don't get time in football.
No.
Definitely not these days. Definitely not these days.
You don't get time in football, so
No
you
time,
have to
excuse.
get me. We're in the results business, so Arteta needs results.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Arteta's been in charge of Arsenal for just over 3 seasons. Coming into his
I
third.
think this is his,
It's under?
this is his third one, isn't it?
under 2.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Considering the squad he's obtained from joining, and now pretty much the same, had maybe included a couple new faces. How much more time is he gonna need to kind of realize, you know, like, this is it? Like, this is it.
Honestly, I feel like he should just step down himself and just go.
Don't we
Because
all?
again, I don't know. Because the thing is, for me, yeah, there's 2 ways I see it. I understand the experience thing, and I do agree with that. I don't feel like he maybe should have been thrown into that position there. Like if he was at my club, I know how I'd be feeling, kind of thing. So I understand that point, but at the same time, I'm just looking. I'm like, with this Arsenal squad, at the same time, what manager would get results with that team?
I think Eddie Howe.
I think this club just needs to be
Do you know
managed.
why?
Do you think so?
Do you know why?
No
Because
But then
one
the
takes
same
it.
experience thing will come up if he was to come in.
Eddie
Well,
Howe, Eddie Howe has experience. He has.
No.
What?
Wait,
managing a
whoa.
top club.
Hold on.
Wait,
A top club, because it's different. Because what experience are you talking about?
Hold
Just
on,
managing
hold
in the
on.
Prem.
Yeah,
Hold
no,
on,
yeah,
hold
exactly.
on.
And
Yeah.
where's his team?
Wait, hold on. No, but you have to also
Who's to
remember.
get relegated?
I hear that. You are very right. You are
That's
right
what I'm
about
saying.
that.
The
But
experience thing will now come into play again. People will be like, "Oh, you haven't had experience managing at top." Same thing with, I don't know, I can't think of an example, but it has been said before.
But let's not forget, there was a point in time that Eddie Howe, when he was at Bournemouth, he was playing good football
They
to
were,
the point
they were.
where I think pundits at the time, if I can remember, were considering, like, they were saying, like, right, like Arsenal should, give my man a chance.
Yeah.
So I think that in terms of at the time when he did first come, he got Bournemouth playing quite some decent football. That everyone's thinking, oh, like this guy, has it. So maybe like again, you can go and get Eddie Howe. There's a Conte, but the only thing is with Conte, I think as a manager, I think he wants Pease to back his projects, and I don't think that Arsenal will do that.
Interesting. It's interesting. Like, because again, all the managers, I don't even feel like Conte will even suit Arsenal. Because if he comes in now, people will start saying style of play and all that argument will come up here. So again, I'm just thinking like, all well and good getting him out, but
Do you know
don't know who he's replacing.
Everyone needs to, like, I understand that, yes, we've seen Pep bring some crazy football to the Prem. We've seen Arsenal bring crazy football to, like, crazy playing style, sorry, should I say. But and maybe like Man United here and there in terms of their attacking style.
Yeah.
But apart from that, no one else was kicking ball like that. And I think that everyone is being bamboozled into thinking that every team can bang ball the way.
This style of play thing, man.
Yeah.
People need to relax sometimes, because I feel
You get
like,
it?
fam, like again, like even thinking about United as well. People wanted us to be doing style of play with under Moyes and or under these managers there. What were we gonna do?
Bro,
How are
you
we
get
gonna
it.
be playing that same football that we were playing under Fergie with these man?
like some
It's
man
not
need to
gonna be
look
the
at
same.
some man need to look at their team and look at it and be like, some of you man don't have the capacity to play the type of football that you see from other teams to a degree. Do you understand? Like, and that could be maybe not having a good striker. That could be even down to your midfielder not even linking up well. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And I think that especially when you have these lower league teams, they sometimes mainly stick to like 4-4-2 sometimes, or but now they're starting to kind of branch off a bit, because I feel like everyone's gassed about this 4-3-3 style of play.
Yes.
And it's like a lot of teams, you man don't have the players to facilitate that ball.
It's true. It's true.
And I think right now, Arsenal don't have the players to facilitate the type of football that I think Arteta wants to play. So he needs to figure out if he needs to play maybe, I don't even know, it could be a 4-4-2 diamond to try and make it more compact. And you know what I'm trying to say? Like, just make do what you have.
I heard that's the thing. That's why I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, okay, when I look at him, because again, like you even mentioned it, he's doing trial and error and all of that there. Like, I feel like he has tried to do some things there with the players there, but bruv, the players ain't cutting it. The players actually are not cutting it as well. Like, people complain about Willian, but what was Pepe doing? What was all the rest of your attackers doing? Aubameyang was bang average. Lacazette, you can't rely on him as well.
Speak about it.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not saying that.
I just want everyone to just know that.
Nah, but I'm just
before-
saying.
Oh, yes, sir.
Before we recorded, Chin said that he's an undercover United fan.
He did say that. He definitely said that.
He has no absolute
definitely
But I
evidence.
just have
This
no
nonsense.
proof
That's
that he
There's
said
never
that.
evidence is in
happened.
his
But
heart,
you know
bruv.
what? Because he's done it, I'm not gonna go against my word. I said it on the basis of this, and it's actually.
Oh, context.
And you know what? I like how he threw me under the bus there. It's okay. It's okay. Because no one's going to kill me. They know I'm going to free. But listen, growing up as a young South Londoner, and my rivalry between Arsenal and United, but I love football. And the one thing about United in all them years is that you man had players.
See,
Come on.
say it
You
again.
lot had players. Schmeichel, Van der Sar, Yap Stam, who I might talk about today. Depends how I feel. Rio Ferdinand. How
Ballers.
dare you think I'm not going to bring him up? Paul Bomber Clark Scholes. What? you know what? Certain man like Nicky Butt don't get a mention, you know. Do you know why I say that? Because you have to look away and think, oh, why? Why is he gonna do that? You too. But hold on. See, there's certain average Englishman that can't chat to him, you know.
Do you know
Yeah,
what?
get it?
Do you know what?
Do you get
I
it?
hear you.
Do you get
I
it?
hear you.
I
Because
agree with that. I do agree with that.
You see how
I do agree with
this
that.
generation of pundits, they speak highly of the likes of Gareth Barry.
Even Roy Keane, I actually, sorry to even cut you, Tunes, I was
No,
actually
that's
very, well, I say shocked. Actually, I was very surprised. Like, I know that as a captain and as someone who wants to win, he was fantastic.
He's
Yeah.
got that.
He had
But-
he had,
that.
you know,
Yeah.
but the way I've actually heard these United players talk about Roy Keane
He was never
is a different level. Like, man, are saying, yeah, like Sir Alex Ferguson was was our manager on, in a way off the pitch. He was our manager on the pitch. So do you get it? So very surprised of how players really rated Roy Keane. And not to say that Roy Keane, I think Roy Keane's a bad player. I just you get what I'm trying to say.
You never would have thought there was that kind of side.
Yeah,
on there.
bro.
And I respect it. And you know what?
Yeah.
I do wonder, because it was mentioned briefly, just the kind of thought towards money and how, again, see the names I mentioned, money wasn't a thing then. It was about the quality. Now today, it's a mixture of quality and money. Now, I just want to ask you guys, now, on a scale of 1 to 10, do you think agents are very important in football? Yes or no?
Wow.
It's half and half for me.
Hold on.
Yes. Right now, yeah. Yes.
Now you land. Why half and half? And you will get to say yes.
Because I think, you need agents to, actually, if you're a young footballer and you're just coming into the game,
Right.
I think that you need an agent to do your talking for you and
Handle the business.
handle the business side of things. If you've not been in the game for X amount of years and you kind of know how negotiations will start and stuff like that, and you think, you know what, I can be my own agent. Actually, funny enough that you actually said that, I think Kevin De Bruyne
Yeah.
actually his last contract he negotiated,
Wavy.
because I think Man City tried to give him less than what he was trying to get, and then he went to go and get stats of how important he was
Yeah.
to the team and what he's done for the team, and once he presented that to them, he got the money that he wanted. So I think that if you have experience and you've been in the game for quite a long time and you know how transfers will go, or trying to get a new contract, and you believe in yourself as a player that, you know what, I think I can do this for myself, then why not? But if you're a young player and you need to learn the tricks of the trade, and you need to maybe have your agent maybe get you brand deals and sponsorships and stuff like that, then you definitely do need the agents, really.
It's true. I actually like your answer as well, because again, definitely I feel like for young players, because I hear a lot of young players that have got finessed over the years, like and not known their worth and stuff like that. So having someone, but even at the same time, some young players have got finessed by the agents as well. So,
Facts.
but just having someone that understands the game, knows the ropes, knows about transfer business and stuff like that is needed. Again, like Sam was actually saying, and I do agree with, if you do get to an age or a stage where like you've been doing this, I feel like, again, maybe you don't need an agent. But that being said, I feel like in this year 2021, like things are difficult. Just even a simple transfer, we see how some transfers take so long because of so much different like technicalities, laws. Like there's so many things that govern like something that's meant to just be a simple game of football. So I do understand why agents are kind of necessary as well, because like there's a lot of things, a lot of effort that needs to go into it. So I do hear that, but ban agents at the same time, man, because they've done a lot of fucking still.
Yeah, facts.
Ban
I
agents.
agree.
See, this is why I like my guys.
I agree.
'Cause when he does that, that brings the reason why I brought up the agents. You see it? Now let me get you to see it. I'm just gonna say a name, and you lot are gonna react. Mino
Oh,
Raniola.
like this.
Now, I've got a question for you, man. You see a guy like Mino, is he a goal digger?
100%, bruv.
I agree.
102%.
I agree.
100, bruv.
No, do you know why I know I agree with you and you too, Mino? Because you is a whole different type of hoe. You is a whole different type of hoe. You love your money, don't you? And I don't blame you, sir. I don't.
Wait,
You
who
go
does
get
he
that.
have on his roster?
Oh my God, the list is
It's crazy. It's crazy.
for my
Yeah,
memory's sake,
like-
honestly, because I feel like Shaggington will have a
Let
look.
me- let me-
specifically, but I think
continue there.
I think
Yeah.
Zlatan's there. There's Poggy Bear, Lukacs, and Haaland. And these are just the prime names.
Now-
That's what I'm gonna go with right now.
Actually, yeah, go on.
Erling Haaland was very much linked all summer to leaving Dortmund. Now, when the media takes over a player's potential movement and makes the world think, okay, he could be going here, could be going there, could be going there, could be going here. Before Chelsea signed Lukaku, there was a rumour and potentially links that you can look at now. Mino was trying to get the deal done for Dortmund and Chelsea and Haaland. What apparently was going on the contractual side of things, Mino was trying to get Haaland on nearly a million a week. You laugh, and I don't blame you, because Haaland is a young Norwegian boy, has a lot of years to play ball, but Mino don't care about all that fundamental football stuff. He's out here trying to get the breaders because he's ahead. He knows the club's financial situation.
Do you know
That's
what-
what I'm seeing. He thinks that these clubs can afford that.
And there's nothing wrong in that, but I think for someone like him, I'm not really against him getting the money, because obviously the kind of deal that he gets or he can get for the player, obviously he gets a cut out of that.
100%.
Now I don't have a problem with you doing that, but my thing is that once you have a lot of man on your roster that can make you serious peace, I think as an agent you have to now come to a place and a point where it's all about caring about what your player actually needs, not even the money, but is my player actually happy where he is? Kind of thing. Does my player actually want to be here? Because even like when we, Pogba and stuff like that, and we was hearing about PSG, and people say, oh, but Pogba hasn't come out to speak, but his agent has.
Yeah.
And I hear that, yeah, cool. It's part of the team. If someone's coming to speak out, it's a representation of you. Now, I don't really necessarily believe that Pogba wants to bust out to go PSG anytime soon, but maybe he might in it. But I think it's more or less to do with, is Pogba happy where he is? Can he see the project that he's doing as a beneficial thing for him? Even though, yes, we know that there's a lot of speculation around how he's playing and whatever. Now, in terms of Haaland, now we know what Haaland's about, but to try and get almost $1 million a week, I'm sorry, because even Messi didn't. Was Messi getting $1 million a week?
No.
Exactly. I think even Ronaldo was even getting $1 million a week.
Under that, yeah.
Do you understand? So, like, I understand that, yes, Haaland is a gunman. Like, he will pull it off and it will bang in it. He will let it go. But I think that you're trying to finesse it, because I think he tried to bring that nonsense deal to United. I said, come on, stop it. But the thing is, what I'm scared about is that I feel like United will bite at the opportunity to give him that piece. That's the thing that I'm scared about. Honestly.
So any team that gives a player a 1 mil a week, I might stop watching football, because that's
crazy.
That's ludicrous,
From my
man.
memory,
That's mad.
When Etu went to that club,
That's mad.
I think he was earning near to that.
Yeah, but that's in China, bro. You can
Yeah,
in
that's
China,
my point.
China, but
But they're doing.
we're talking about in China. If you're going to China or Saudi Arabia, they can run that, because them leagues
And they're
there
trying to establish
are
their
dry.
league as well. So
But
they're trying
when
to
we're talking
just
about
attract
the
people.
Premier
but
League,
That's just.
it's a
Fam,
different thing.
It's a bit mad.
After tax,
It's a bit. It's
Man's
mad, you
man's
know.
probably getting taxed 100 rand.
bruv.
Fam.
On top of that, you
No
get your
minimum.
bonus. So God, I mean, not even your bonus, your sponsorship. God
Can you
only
imagine the
knows.
bonuses that man could be
It's
getting on
crazy.
$1 million a
It's
week.
crazy.
God only
Every
knows.
goal.
God only knows what his agent, what kind of sponsorship deals he's got. You get it? So I think sometimes, yeah. I wish I could speak Yoruba. You know that.
Your thing, bro.
When is it what mom say? Oju kokoro.
Oju kokoro. Yeah, man. Bruv.
Like-
It's basically, it's the eyes. Basically, greed.
Yeah, greed. Your eyes are open.
Fam.
You just want money.
Fam.
Your eyes are open, and sometimes, and I get it. Yeah, like everyone wants money. Everyone wants to find things in life. But I think that sometimes there comes a point as someone's representative, as a duty to care.
Yeah.
Welfare. You know. But yeah, man, I think that he's a gold digger, and like you said, he's a hoe.
And I wanted to just kind of land on that one again to remind the people the names of players that he has on his wing. Haaland, Delete, Donnarumma.
Yeah.
The deal is
De Ligt.
it's Mina's guy.
Yeah.
Donnarumma to PSG and all of the passes. Remember the little rumours of the AC Milan deal before? But yeah.
What did you have Ramos?
No.
Nah, I don't think
Ramos
it's
is with someone else still. Verratti and Pogba's with him. Stefan De Vrij. Bruv, he's even got Marcus Thuram, Lozano. Bruv, Daniel Marlon to Dortmund. He did.
Does he have Lukaku? Lukaku's left gone to Rock Nation now.
I think he's gone Rock Nation.
And so I think
they
KDB's with Rock Nation as well.
But you see, Mina, I respect it because he does his thing.
Yeah,
he does
facts.
his job.
To be honest, he does his job. That's his job, innit?
No,
I guess
that's the
it's
thing.
true, you know.
He gets the job done,
Trust
but
me.
I think that where it leaves a sour taste in people's mouths is more the clubs, because I think the club is like, listen, like, yeah, we want to look after your player, but how you're going about it, it's a bit it's ruthless.
Yeah.
It's very cutthroat. Do you understand? And then that will now start making clubs feel like, you know what, bun it. If you want to be cutthroat with us, then we'll be cutthroat with, you know, with your player. So yeah, man, I just think that there's sometimes you just have to it's a duty of care thing sometimes, you know.
Speaking of which, again, I love my team. You guys you just slide me through, and I'm never missing.
Come on, assist.
Come on.
But this one in particular, man, who we just mentioned previously under Romelu Lukaku, he's a blue through and through. He made it very clear when he joined Chelsea the very first time. I'm a Chelsea fan. I love this club. Now, even though he said he loved the club, he managed to play at West Brom and Man United. He done his dance because, like we said, certain man do their job.
And to be fair, and you forget Everton, where he
Everton,
actually really
I
banged.
I try to forget every time
He
because
really banged.
this
Yeah,
is
actually banged
Everton
there,
long.
He really done his thing.
I ain't seen Lukaku with hair for ages. I miss it, but you're right.
Yeah.
Everton, West Brom, United done his thing. Now he's back at Chelsea. Obviously, off the back of leaving Inter Milan to
Where
go
he
get that
really,
Scudetto.
where he really got
He
it in.
really done his
He
dance.
really got it in.
Now, I must say, I just wanted to get your opinions on us, because a lot of fans, a lot of people like to have arguments to say, oh, loyalty is not in the game anymore, X, Y, Z. I mean, let's look at Romelu here. He's a Chelsea fan. He's a lover of football. And he really worked his ass off to become the prolific player that he is today. Do you feel if you was in his shoes that you would have done the same thing?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
100%.
Definitely.
So he had every right to cut into
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
what? Even when it looks at it and it's like, well, like he may have admitted and said, look, the only team I leave Inter for is Chelsea.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't sign that.
Yeah.
Not
I
even
can't
give
sign
man an extra year.
No.
it. Nah.
No
Because-
time for that.
Because you know what it is as well, yeah? Like, the Italian league isn't what it used to be.
Hey,
Do you understand? So,
I think it's coming.
It's
into
coming
a
back.
different
It's
phase.
coming
yeah,
up.
it might-
But yeah,
it's coming
it's
back
still not-
or
it's still
whatever
not
you start
there.
saying, but I think
Yeah.
like it wasn't it wasn't what it used to be, because like I would almost say that the Italian league at a point in time kind of mirrored the Prem. Like you
Yeah.
had superstar, like
Yeah, yeah.
you had superstars in the Italian league and the Prem kind of thing in that kind of regards. So I think the level of opponents that you're playing week in, week out. I mean, the guy had what I think 94. Lukaku had I think 94 appearances for Inter and scored 64 goals. That's crazy stuff.
Bit much still.
He really got it in. You get what I'm trying to say? So I think that he knew that he had to come back to Chelsea, or come back to a bigger club in England to show people that I actually can do it in England. Even though he proved it before with Everton, but again, a team like Everton, you can shine because you know you're the top man. Man United, yes, he didn't bang the way he was banging at Inter, and there's a lot of reasons. And he was now saying that, you know, the club, the manager also, I think Solskjaer was his was the manager at the time, so Solskjaer wasn't feeling him. Just like last week, what we was now going back to, sometimes you're just not in the manager's plans. And I think that maybe he might have felt sorted with the way maybe Solskjaer went about it. Who knows? You get it? So when he went to now Inter Milan, they got him into shape. They really got him into shape, and he's scoring. He's doing what a real striker is supposed to be doing. So I think as a if I was Lukaku, I don't blame him for what he's done. I think that he used that year very wisely. Very wisely.
Yeah,
Or was it 2 years or a year?
I think it's
just over 2.
So he
just over 1. Yeah,
less
just
than
over
2
1.
So
seasons, just
you know
over
he
one.
used that very wisely. He won the league. He shut up a lot of man that even myself, he kind of shut me up a bit. To be
A
fair,
lot of United fans, man.
I'm glad.
Because, you know, after that second season with us, we were dissing him. And I do feel like it was rightfully so as
of
well.
course,
because
I agree.
he was doing a madness,
No,
man.
I
I don't
agree.
know what he was doing. But this
I
guy
agree.
was
A lot of
taking the
players,
ball
man.
out wide and just...
I
bruv,
agree.
The touch was
Even
just
the touch
bleeding.
was crazy.
It was crazy.
Cracks.
But at the same time, I still feel like we did scapegoat him a bit as
Man
well.
had cracks in his boots, fam.
Nah, it's true. It's true. It's
Allow
true.
me, man.
It's true. I don't even know. Someone made up one room and said
Allow
something
me,
that
man.
because he didn't pattern his contacts or whatever properly, so he couldn't
Boy.
see, especially like when it was dark or whatever. Anyway, I heard something like that.
He's
but
pattern like Hatton now, boy.
Wow.
He's
You got
pattern like
bars today,
Hatton now,
you
boy.
lot congratulating him for his progression.
No,
No,
man,
you
I
have
have
to.
to.
You
I
have
have
to,
to.
man. Credit where credit's
Yeah.
due. Like he worked hard.
Yeah.
Like again, like, I'm a striker. Like
Oh,
playing
yeah.
football. So
Yeah, man.
I
Oh,
appreciate.
yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Number 9,
Striker.
Samson.
Ask Sheds about.
Striker.
Sheds, tell them about me,
Bruv,
brother.
Top goal scorer,
Top
big
goal.
baller. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, clinical, hold up play,
Everything.
distribution, finishing.
Everything.
What are you telling me?
Striker,
Lukaku
man.
needs to read your book.
No.
He's got it
Listen.
patterned.
Actually, to be
Listen,
fair,
listen,
no,
he could take a leaf out of your book. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Listen, own it, bro. Own it, own it, own it.
You know what? He can,
Bruv.
you know.
No.
You
That's
know what?
facts. I'm not gonna
That's a
lie.
big fact,
I'm not
you know.
gonna
Let me
lie.
not even dim down
I'm not
my
gonna
thing.
lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Like I tell my
I'm not
youths,
gonna lie.
like I tell my students, if you're good at something, don't dim your
Yeah, it's
thing.
true.
No, let me not even dim
Fam.
my thing.
No.
Never.
Say it as it is.
Lukaku,
You should never.
I think I'll give a lot of strikers a run for their money. Just
Yeah.
for
No,
me,
definitely.
fitness for me.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And my mindset. That's all it is for me. But
You need the right coach
yeah.
to guide you.
That's exactly
That's it.
no. That's
you just
it.
need one season.
That's all it is.
One
That's
season
the kind of
winning the league.
That's the kind of player
Done.
that I am. I just need the right manager
Bang.
to pattern me. But because I'm not pattern correct,
Fam,
everything will crash. I will crash.
the whole club,
Everything. That's why it wasn't working for me in Cardiff because everything almost came burning down. But as a striker, I can appreciate the work that Lukaku has actually put in, and that's what I can actually definitely appreciate. Again, yes, he wasn't great at United, but it is what it is. Like, Sanchez wasn't great. There were so many men that haven't been great. Falcao wasn't great. Di Maria wasn't great, but they're thriving in other clubs. It's just a part of football, you know. So credit where credit's
true.
due.
And even going back to your question as well, in terms of like loyalty and stuff, I feel like in his case it was a bit different as well, because obviously when he was at Chelsea under that first spell, he was young, and then he went to did the whole loan spells, Everton, then went to Thing, and now he's back at Thing. And again, it wasn't like a direct rival
Just
as
jumping
well.
off the piggy bank of what you're saying right now, and we
Yeah.
have the clock at the time. what Mourinho wanted at that time. He wanted a ready-made players that that were gonna win for him. Because he wasn't. Let's be honest. He was never gonna take Drogba's place at the time. He was never taking Nicolas Anelka's place at the time. And those are the men that actually, won him the league and stuff like that. So won him the league. Yeah. So I get it because it happened with Salah, happened with KDB, and sometimes they're just not ready for first team football, and you need to probably go somewhere else to get the experience. And that's what all of them players have done. And now look at them; they're all thriving.
I guess you guys are really, really good at this game because now I can finally introduce the new segment, player versus player.
Wow.
I can't believe TalkSport made me do this. But TalkSport, I'm coming for your neck.
Coming for TalkSport, man.
Aye, this one's for you, man. Because the two players I'm talking about is a former United player and a current United player. Now, TalkSport and probably some weird fans up in Buckinghamshire, Oxford, and all them other places that never voted for the right people. You know what I'm saying? Brexit.
Come on.
Now, Harry Maguire is currently today's world's most expensive defender. And he's also a Man United defender. Once upon a time, his opponent was the world's most expensive defender. For just as small as 10 million, by the way. From an amazing club named PSV. Can't be giving it away anymore. It's none other than Yap Stam. People in the court, who is the better defender? Maguire or Stam?
Do you know what, yeah? For me, the straight answer and the easy answer is to just say Yap Stan. Because that guy, bruv, different kind of gravy, different kind of man. When I think of men in football, he's one of the guys that come into man. Because this guy was built like a block.
Badly.
A block of flats.
Man was built like
Nobody
a block,
can step to him.
but looked like a 007
Bruv,
agent. He looked like a hitman.
Bruv,
He looked
looking
like a
Jason
real
Statham,
Dutch
bruv.
hitman, bro.
Listen,
He was on smoke.
Man had the barcode and everything on his
What?
neck, bruv.
I couldn't believe.
That's in.
I see people try to clamp him and get injured.
Oh my god,
Bruv, fam. Nah, the guy was built
facts.
different.
Obviously, I'm agreeing with Shegs here.
Is it obvious?
But let me now throw the curveball. Now, obviously, we're in 2021, and you have to have a ball playing defender, and the defender has to be able to bring the ball up to the halfway line and do all of that. Everything else other than just being a defensive player. If we're now looking at it from that stance, who would you say?
But then, have we?
Damn.
I'm still saying Stam.
Was
I'm just
from that standpoint, I hear what you're saying, and you actually have valid points, yeah. But this is what I'm trying to say, like, because Pep has brought this playing style. I think that what it's done is that it's forcing a lot of men that maybe don't really want to actually be ball playing defenders. That they're making them look bad. Do you understand? Because some man just want to just defend. That's what some man's attribute is.
Yeah.
Defending. My thing is not about distributing it out to my DM. I want to defend. Certain man love defending. Like when you look at these Italian man, the Italian team, they love
Just on clamping.
It's almost as if that's what their heart's desire.
And they get joy from it as well.
Yeah,
do you know what? I've
defending.
never understood something as well. Obviously, being an attacking player, obviously, I love to score, assist, twine guys up. Some man just love to clamp.
Bro, love it.
Some man celebrate when they clamp.
Especially when it's in the last
It's
minutes.
mad,
Do you get it?
Fam.
But it's like, you see the Harry Maguire thing, because again, Harry Maguire, he's good, but Harry Maguire isn't really my type of centre back.
Yeah, agree.
But for them to now compare him to Yap Stam or say he's better, I think that it's a poor statement to make.
It is a
and
poor
I think that even just because the way I kind of judge like every player, yes, it's obviously on your ability, but also the work that you have done and what you're winning. Harry Maguire, everyone hasn't won nothing.
Nada.
Nothing.
He has not brought no
So-
titles.
Hasn't won
Any
anything.
club
So
that
how
he's
can
been
we?
at.
So how? He
Yes,
nothing.
hasn't won anything,
Hasn't won
yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
Even
Yeah.
at Harley, nothing.
Yeah, that's what I was
Nothing.
thinking. Yeah, that's
He
it,
was a
man.
runner-up at your club.
That's it.
He's
So-
a number 2.
He's
Even
actually
runner-up
number
for
2.
England.
Bruv, can you imagine?
No, yeah,
You
it's
can't
nothing. There's
think-
nothing.
No,
There's actually
Don't
nothing.
break your brain
There's
cells.
nothing.
There's
There's
nothing.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
He has not
Stan
lifted anything.
Was part
There's
of
actually
that.
nothing.
Yap Stam was leading, and I say leading, that 99 backline. Like we were saying this before we even done the intro. Personally, for me, obviously I was 10 when them man won the thing, but now looking back at that squad, like I said to you, man, Dwight York, Andy Cole, Teddy Sheringham, obviously you had Solskjaer doing his thing,
I'm gonna guess
David
this one.
Beckham,
Skulls.
Scholes, and Beckham and Giggs.
But that's what I'm saying to you guys.
No,
it's
but-
just the defense, you know.
I'm just saying, but like I think as a whole,
Your average defenders in your squad will still walk into other clubs.
yeah, that's facts. Do you get it? Because remember, even as bad as for me, as bad as Sylvester was, he still walked into the Arsenal
He
team.
came.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
We put him in our reserves, and you guys went to go snap him up and be playing him.
So
That's why.
for me personally, like I know people probably will probably think, what am I saying here? But if we're looking at that team from top to bottom, that 1919, I think it was kind of bang average. But obviously, as a team, they done their thing. But player for player, very
that's
bang
fair.
average.
That's fair. That's fair.
I can't believe that I had to do that because then they're not understanding that. Because this was the argument, by the way. Let me just clear something up. It's not worth going over to the channel to see it. Just a disclaimer. Because the man said, and I quote, I can't give it to Yap, because he hasn't been in England for long enough. And when a man said that, I said, hold on a minute. Let me just check 2 key things. Let me check his nationality. Okay, he's Dutch. Let me check the other part. What age range did they signed him? Bruv, the club he signed from is one of his native clubs, one of the best clubs in the country. He bagged 12 league goals in over 70 games. And at the time, he was between the ages of, correct me if I'm wrong, he was like late teens, early 20s. Because when you signed him, and he went on for 3 years at your club, he was in his mid-20s.
Yeah.
He signed for 10 mil about the age of 24, 25. And he went on to play as many games and score maybe 3 or 4 goals. And this is just league-based. And bearing in mind, this is something that you don't hear often because this is what made Yap Stam such a special player. He won the league every year. He is an FA Cup winner and a Champions League winner. He played his part in every capacity. And you know what else? Even the season after that he left, you lot still won the league. And this is what happened with United. This is what doesn't get spoken about. 3 seasons, win. He goes. Laurent Blanc comes, wins the league. Cool. And Laurent Blanc was in his mid-30s at the time. Then the season after, Rio Ferdinand comes. 29 million.
Yeah.
Most expensive defender. And you know where that story is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can kind of understand, like, there was a visionary. And this is why, Edu, I'm coming for your neck. Because when you want to see project and foundation, look at United. Look at past tense Liverpool and current transition Liverpool.
Yeah.
There's so many faculties of...
Do you man
It's-
think?
it
Can I
makes
ask you man a
sense.
question? Do you man think? Even though I know we're still talking about this, it's a quick side one. Do you think Arteta goes to Wenger for advice or Edu?
I feel like he does.
I don't think it
I feel like
registers
it goes
in
to
brain
Wenger.
cells.
I feel like it goes. I feel like Arteta is a student of the game. I feel like he does study things. I feel like he does look for experience. I don't know. But he just give me that kind of vibe.
He can't call
Yeah, he
up
can't
Pep.
go. Yeah, he can't go to
say
Pep.
I need you.
I feel like he does. I feel like he does go to Wenger. and, like,
Arteta's
ask him a
a
couple of things.
pussy, you know.
I co-sign it.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like he phones Pep.
This is why my hands
Actually,
up.
no, wait, no, he does.
This is why my
No, he
hands
does.
up. Yeah.
Because the way
This is
even
why my
Pep
hands
defends
up.
him as well,
Yeah.
the way
That's
Pep
the
even says,
point.
no, it's true, it's true.
Bro,
Them man
you got
defense
deep.
speak.
You
No,
got
no,
to
they do,
deep
they
it.
do.
You got to
They
deep
do.
this. You got to
They do,
deep
they
this.
do, they do.
Arteta,
I'm deep in it, actually.
Arteta and Pep.
They're boys.
Arteta was side by side with Pep for years,
man.
bro. Pep could have had anyone else as his number 2. He chose Arteta.
It's true.
And suddenly, when the opportunity for Arteta to take the managerial slot, and it happens to coincidentally be one of the it's the biggest club he's played for, and one of his former clubs as well. So that's already 2 strikes in the deal that should happen. It's like it's a no-brainer. Pep isn't gonna just suddenly say, you know what, you're there, can't chat to me. They're Spanish compadres. They've had dinners together. Their family know each other. It's deeper than
100%.
that. Yeah, like it's not like I know for a fact that if there's been times Wenger may have, I can't always vouch for what Wenger has done over time, but Wenger's always a helper. He's a supporter. He will always give guidance no matter what, especially when it relates to potentially Arsenal. But nah, bro, like he definitely shouts Pep on occasions, and maybe not so Arsenal, but just general. And that's probably the very much that's it. I don't see any other human being wasting that man's time. I don't see them wasting the time on him, I should say.
Wow.
Because, no, it's true. Because in the day, like I'm trying to say, and I'm leaving it here, Mikel Arteta is lost in the world. And for whatever reason, that offer that he received to be an Arsenal manager, he's still stuck on that day where he said, yeah, this is amazing, I love it, this is great, I'm going to do it because this project, yes, I get it.
Before
He's a
we
job,
shut, can we just league predictions?
Ooh.
Well,
Or can we we can talk about it
we
next.
could do it.
I'm gonna hold that to another time.
Okay, cool.
Because I want to give it more time.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to rush on the predictions.
No problem.
Especially because we're missing a key faculty. We're missing a maestro in the midfield. Yeah. So I'm gonna just do one more thing because I like to leave on a cliffhanger. Just off the top of my head because I can. Just because I can.
That Idris. Because I can. That's it, man.
If you ain't seen the Daily Duppy from Idris Elba,
Come on,
I beg
shout
of
out
you, John.
Tunde, man.
Watch
Captain.
it.
For on the beats and the buttons and that.
Jeez.
But yeah, your cliffhangers, Jared.
If you was stuck in a room and you had one option, just one, but there's 2 doors for one option.
Yeah.
You open the right door and it's Manuel Almunia with £1 million in cash.
What to give to me?
Ah,
Or to
wait.
give to him?
Wait. Before we get there. The second door is Fabian Barthez with £2 million in cash.
Okay, man, you know.
Wait. Now, the only way you're going to obtain this money is by doing, like I said, one thing. You have to pick one route. You can either be up Armenia or stab Barthez. Pick one.
I can do what?
Stab Barthez.
Or what?
Or beat up Harmonia.
That's it.
Listen,
That's it.
I'll beat up Harmonia, man.
You ain't trying to catch an M-shot. You don't want to catch a case. You don't
I'm
want
not trying to catch a case.
Yeah, I'm punching up.
I'll beat up Armenia,
You
bro.
want to stab up family.
Listen, he's already been beaten up too many times. I've seen him get chipped up. He's been chipped so many
Bro,
times.
I remember-
Oh
remember
man,
that
days.
Henri goal.
Messi has loved this guy
Oh,
like
actually, no.
100 times.
We're talking about. Oh, you talking about Munya?
Wait, I said Armenia. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, man.
Almunia.
What? Oh, you thought you were talking about Manuel Neuer? No, hey, there's levels.
Look at me. See,
Don't even
I'm
put
so-
them in the same thing.
Oh.
Armenia,
Let me
man.
be honest, then.
Armenia,
Beat up
1
Armenia,
million.
man.
I'm being Armenia.
Beat up
Yeah,
Armenia,
yeah,
man.
Armenia.
Stab him.
Yeah, I'm being Armenia for 1
beat up
million.
Armenia,
I'm not.
man.
Like what she's saying. I'm not trying to go to jail. Yeah, attempted thing is not. It's not worth it. It's not worth. It's not worth my time on a bald-headed man. Let me just punch up a man quickly.
Fabian, I want my 2 million. Okay. I want my 2 million. I don't give a damn. There you go, cash me nowhere. But listen, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You already know what time it is.
Come on. Yeah.